Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the State of the Shrimp. If you don't know me, I'm Chris Daniels. I'm the founder of the Shrimp Society. Really happy to, one, have you here on the call. Thank you for giving up your Monday night here. We're looking to be about, 30, 40 minutes. We're going to have about 20 minutes of kind of walking through what's happened in H1, what's going on in H2, the second half of the year, and then some Q&A. So super happy to get it started here. It's been a pretty great first half of the year. Here you can see kind of the plan here. We also have some action items for everybody here. So, other kind of housekeeping while we get into this is Garrett is going to be kind of manning the chat. So if you have any questions going on throughout this, go ahead and drop those in the chat. We'll try to get to them at the Q&A. And if not, of course, go to the Discord and drop us a line in general there, and we'll be sure to get to everything. So that is the plan. Sound good? Can you get a thumbs up? Feel free to react to stuff too if it's looking good. All right, I'm seeing some thumbs up. Awesome. So, I kind of want to start with just resetting who are we, right? And I think it's important to always kind of come back to our roots here, especially at a time like this where we look at the next half of the year. The Shrimp Society is an innovation ecosystem for ambitious builders. We're here to help you be successful as an entrepreneurially spirited person, as a creator, as a builder, as a hustler, as someone who wants to make something new in the world or contribute to something new in the world and really be at the boundaries of that. We're here to provide that ecosystem to you so that you can thrive. And that's really like our sole purpose. And so kind of first half of the year, it's been 6 months since we minted our first shrimp into the world, which has been a blast. It's been an amazing 6 months. So kind of what we've been up to here is doing exactly what our mission is to build in community. So hopefully everyone here has had a chance to come to some of our events, at least one of our events in real life or virtual. We've had quite a few. Some of the highlights I definitely want to touch on here is, Miami Hack Week was epic with the big house we had in Miami and the 3-on-3 basketball tournament. I think I saw Tim was in here. Tim actually won the 3-on-3 basketball tournament, which was awesome. Got to give him a shout out there. So that was a blast. And then we had Shrimp Mardi Gras, which you can see this awesome picture of the Luling Mansion here, which co-founder Luke's family graciously kind of let us host an incredible event there during Mardi Gras. So if you were in Mardi Gras, the New Orleans shrimp really took in the Miami shrimp, and it was a pretty incredible weekend. We also had some smaller events that you can see there, whether it was a chain link panel or casual meetups that we were doing at Cerveceria La Tropical. Most recently was NFT NYC Community and Chill. That was an awesome event that we did in June. We had 100+ people come out to this really cool speakeasy in West Village. And that was awesome to meet the Miami shrimp and hang out with everybody there. So really it's, we've been connecting people and doing what we do best. And, what's the outcome of that? We're helping entrepreneurs win. This is pretty proud to say this. Over $54 million has been raised by Shrimp Society members since we started. Pretty incredible. 21 million of that we can draw a direct line back to the Shrimp Society, making the connection, making the point of contact, whether there's an investor, whether there's a co-founder, whether there's an acquisition, all these different things. We've actually been able to draw those lines. So, create $21 million worth of value for the entrepreneurs in our community. And also maybe, equally as important is 500+ job connections. Our job board has been a little quiet. We're going to get into ways that we're pumping that up, but we've had over 500 job connections to help people find roles, find their next job, take on a new skill set and things like that. So super proud of this. And this is all community to community and everyone helping each other. And I think it's important to kind of give the whole Shrimp Society a shout out here. And here's some of the wins. You can see, hopefully you're seeing some familiar faces that you've seen at shrimp events, things like that. We have people winning pitch competitions with Ticket Rev at Emerge. We have Pigeon Loans getting a Y Combinator and raising capital, Axe Labs, the $5 million Series A. Lots of big checks you can see here for founders getting funded in the early days. We love to see that. And too much too much news from our members to even keep track of. It's like coming off the slide here. So we're hoping to have a lot more of this in H2. And we're also looking to kind of keep track of this better and highlight the amazing things that our members have been doing. Awesome. So super proud about this as well. Our core team has grown. So maybe you've seen some of these familiar faces around, but most recently was Jackson. Jackson Harris joins us as CTO. He is a software engineer who's worked in the Bay Area, moved to Miami for Miami Hack Week, and has kind of worked at the cutting edge of fintech, of climate tech. Now we're colleagues where we work on Web3 and all this fun stuff. And so Jackson has this incredible skill set to create solutions that use Web3 technology, but have kind of a Web 2 front end and the ease of using Web 2 stuff. So Jackson's an awesome guy. We're going to get into kind of Shrimp dev and some exciting things there. Garrett Duncan is our general manager. Hopefully everybody has seen him in the Discord. Also say hi to him on the chat right now, but Garrett is, bringing the energy to the community day in and day out and making sure nothing falls through the cracks. And he's been an awesome asset to the team. We also have Jasmine Frisk, who's been with us for a bit, but it's proper to do the formal introduction here. Jasmine's actually been leading all of our content and communications for the past couple months, and she's done an amazing job. So all of the awesome graphics you see on socials, the current email, all that stuff, Jasmine is really that point of contact, helping keep everybody informed, keep the style of the shrimp looking good and things like that. So we're super happy to have her here. And then we have Ernesto as well, who you'll see in Discord, Big Mondo, I guess is the nickname. But Ernesto comes to us by way of CPD Advisors, which is his advisory firm that takes early stage startups and helps them go from what he, I think, has trademarked chaos to cash flow. And he's got these incredible operating systems that he's implemented in the Shrimp. And he also works with other clients and is building CPD Advisors to cross-pollinate. He's got all these amazing analogies and all this good stuff that you gotta reach out to him to talk about, and anything operationally, reach out to him. Of course, we still have our core team with Matt, Brian, Luke, and Jordan, all still part of the Shrimp Society family. Just wanted to highlight some of the new faces you'll be seeing around here. So yeah, I think it's important too to kind of look at H1 and say, what are some of the challenges? Where something that makes the Shrimp Society great is that we're vulnerable, we build in public, and just wanted to share some of this. So everybody, hopefully some people, well, not hopefully, but I'm sure some people have seen this in their own projects or in their own companies. But I just want to touch on that briefly. I think something that we ran into, which was an internal challenge, is how do we manage member data in this Web3 world, right? Like, how do we tie together wallet addresses, names, emails, all these different things? Because it seems really easy to say, hey, let's token gate this thing, or let's send people emails or whatever it is. But Web3 is a very opt-in world where it's permissionless, right? And you can buy an NFT and join and things like that. And so we're now thinking through basically like Web 2.5 solutions, where we can take the best parts of Web 3, but the, I guess, kind of reliability and consumer benefits of Web 2. Also, something that has been an internal challenge is really, how do we manage this strong member base we have in Miami with our global presence of members, right? We want to make sure that we're providing value to everybody in the organization. We previously done a lot of things in Miami. It's kind of our HQ, a lot of events, things like that. And we tried to really increase, now kind of looking at H2, our virtual events, and also kind of ways that we can have our communities that might be smaller in other cities, but still have that same level of personal connection that makes a Shrimp Society great. And then also just kind of growing as an organization, right? Going from an idea to a full-blown organization, right? Where we have expectations from our community and things like that. So really figuring out, how does everybody, and I think this is really important to say, I want to give the team a huge shout out here. The team's on the call, but the Shrimp Society team is all part-time, and everyone is doing this, as passion, nights and weekends, working hard for this. And we made that as a conscious decision to to give that value to the organization, to our members, instead of, kind of bringing people on full time. And so just kind of getting everybody set up in a place where they feel like they're using their best talents all the time, which is really important as we grow. And I'm sure the founders out there know that, there's different phases of the organization. So kind of more macro, I'm sure everybody knows what's going on kind of macro wise with crypto, bear market, all that. It really doesn't matter to us. We're laser focused on delivering value to early stage entrepreneurs, to entrepreneurially spirited people. And so kind of all of that we haven't, paid much mind to. Obviously it hurts everyone's kind of personal investments and things like that, but we're moving forward trying to, provide that IRL alpha that we've talked about before. Some of these other stuff, there's kind of things that come up, but I think you get the gist of it here. So let's talk about where we are going. So second half, we have 5 main objectives. And, the team actually spent a whole summer weekend in New York. We flew the whole team in to get together and get on the whiteboard and really think through, how does the second half of this year look? How do we deliver on all of the visions that we have and all the creative ideas while delivering member value here? So we're going to just kind of jump into all of these and give you the high level. So number one, something that has been, core to the Shrimp Society since its inception is our fellowship Accelerator. So if you're not familiar with the fellowship, it's a subgroup of the Shrimp Society that is specifically for early stage startup founders. That's been kind of a very loose group of founders that have helped each other, and we've tried to provide ways to provide services and the job board and things like that, very ad hoc. But now what we're doing is really leaning into the true accelerator model, where we can compress all the value that we can give into a 10-week structured in real life program. There's going to be kind of a hybrid virtual option as well, but we're really pushing to bring together founders in real life 3 times a week for a Monday workshop, Wednesday co-working, and Friday office hours, as well as a happy hour. And so we really feel like by compressing this into one program, bringing in all of the mentors in our local area, all the investors in our local area, that we can create those same outcomes you saw in the earlier slides of $21 million in funding and all those things. We can bring that together at Shrimppalooza Demo Day, which is where we're going to bring together the investors, the founders, and make sure that founders, no matter where they're at on their experience level, will feel confident pitching to investors, and will also feel confident backing them and having them be a strong member of the Shrimp Society. So if you are an early stage startup founder, please scan that QR code now. All these QR codes and links and stuff will be dropped in the Discord, so don't panic if you can't get your phone out. But be sure to apply. I think kind of logistically, we are taking applications through August 15th. If you've already applied to the fellowship, you're good to go. We're now conducting the interview process. We kind of took summer to kind of reset for H2 and didn't do much programming in terms of the fellowship. And now we're conducting interviews through August 15th. Admissions will be September 1st, and the program's going to start September 12th. So, I'm super excited about that, and hopefully the founders and everyone here is as well. So that is objective 1. Objective 2 is a little bit broader towards everyone in the community. So we're really focused on executing these community activation programs. We felt like we did a lot of things in kind of pockets or silos or ad hoc, and now we want to bring things together on kind of a couple of unified programs that are going throughout the entirety of the year, the second half of the year. So one thing that we're really excited to bring back is our weekly co-working at Pure Roast. We have Alex on the call, who is the general manager of Pure Roast, and who's been an amazing, friend of the Shrimp Society. And I think now every week there's an event that some Shrimp Society member is having there. So we love Pure Roast, and we're happy to go there. We're going to be doing Friday co-working there all day, and then there's going to be a kind of a private happy hour afterwards as well, certain weeks. So that's going to be fun. That's something that we really did at the core of the Shrimp Society, and just getting together with 6 to 10 other builders and sitting at a table and drinking coffee and saying, oh, what do you think of that? What do you think of that? That quick feedback loop is just amazing. So welcome. We're actually launching that this Friday. So please come out this Friday to Pure Roast and Brickell if you're in the Miami area. We're also expanding our monthly masterminds. So the same masterminds that we've been doing for the founders, we're now bringing to other members, and I'll show you that in a second. Kind of important announcement as well. We're leaning all into Discord. I know there's been, I mean, me personally, I'm in a ton of different groups and there's notifications and all these things. We've kind of had our community all over the place in Discord and Slack, all over the place. We're consolidating everything in Discord. We just did a pretty big cleanup of Discord. We're also going to be helping you figure out your notifications. Our entire Shrimp team operationally moved to using Discord to run the organization. So we have all the tips and tricks to figure out notifications and things like that. But that is really where our community lives. That's kind of our core there. So if all things Shrimp Society, go to the Discord and you'll get pointed in the right direction. You'll be able to interact with the community. You've probably seen we started amplifying our job board. So please take a look at that. We're really leaning into that. It's an incredible resource. Like I said, 500 jobs connected through that. And we're just finding more and more opportunities there, and pretty impressive companies that are putting jobs up there. So we're happy to see that grow. Some kind of other things, we're launching a member portal. We can get into that a little bit. It's kind of a little bit of a home base in terms of information and our members and directory and things. And then the Shrimp Pass card, which we'll get into. I believe Zach from Punch Card is on the call, but we'll see here. So specifically on those mastermind programs, we've had great success with our founder mastermind, which has been once a month for founders to get together in small Zoom groups of 5 and really just talk about their challenges, their highs, their lows, their gut check. We're now bringing that to what I would kind of call builders, which is one step before, let's say you're the full-time founder and you have an idea, you're pre-product, you're tinkering on something, you have this concept and you're trying to go 0 to 1. That's what the Builders Mastermind is for. So I'm going to be leading that. It's going to be on a monthly basis for you to sign in. It's Zoom. You can take it anywhere. And it's really a great way to meet other people that are in the trenches with you. And then Shrimp Dev, we're also going to be having masterminds for software developers, engineer, UI, UX designers, everyone who's, has that technical talent, bringing all of that together to help everybody understand technical challenge, career growth, all of that good stuff that's kind of specific to our engineering friends. So this is something I'm really excited about. This is a great Shrimp Society story. The founders of this company met through the Shrimp Society and reached out and said, hey, we have this concept. What do you think of it? And we said, we love it. And they said, great, let's go build it. And they went and built it for a couple months. And now we're ready to launch the beta. So excited to introduce the Shrimp Pass. The Shrimp Pass is the first Web3 community loyalty card where your actions in the community are all accounted for and punched on chain. You'll be able to collect shells for coming to shrimp events, for using discounts at Pure Roast, for meeting other shrimp, for helping other shrimp and having them give you shells. It's all going to live on your Shrimp Pass. And there's, of course, different tiers. We have the Hammerhead Pass here. There's Marlin Pass. And all of that does is unlock different benefits. So if you kind of think of, your American Airlines card and how the more you put into that, the more you're able to get out of it. That's exactly what we're doing here. And we're doing it, I really think in kind of a innovative first mover type of way. So we're doing a beta of that in August. So reach out to Garrett, please, if you want to get in on the beta. We're going to launch with a couple of main type of punches. And then we're hoping to roll this out to the full community in, September, October. And this is really going to be that connective tissue where we can say, hey, previously we would do giveaways for F1 tickets or whatever it was. And it was random, right? Largely random. Now we can say, hey, the more you put into this organization, the more you can get real world rewards, whether it's in the shrimp or outside of the shrimp, a gift card, tickets, whatever. We're going to have some off ramps as well. So I think this is fun. I think it's really innovative. I can't see if Zach's on the call, the founder and CEO, but hopefully he is. And he's also in the Discord too. So feel free to reach out. Okay, so objective 3, we're going to be transitioning to a sustainable membership and business model. And kind of, tactically what that means is we're going to be, starting December 1st, we're going to be moving to an annual membership model. We're still obviously maintaining our NFT and our Web3 roots and all that thing, all of that. We're just changing kind of the business model to an annual membership model. And so there's a couple of reasons that we're doing this. We want to ensure that the people that are joining our community and that are in our community are here for the right reasons, for that innovation ecosystem, for the benefits that we provide. If you're trying to put a square into a circle, nobody's going to be happy, right? And so, our like we started this off, who we are is an innovation ecosystem for ambitious builders. We want to make sure that people in our organization align with that, because then we know we're going to be able to serve them well. And if not, then they might not get what we're trying to give, right? And it doesn't work for anybody. The other thing that I'm excited about here is that we're going to be aligned from an organizational standpoint and a member standpoint, where we grow when our member satisfaction grows. And so as we deliver more value to our members, we increase our renewal rate, we increase our growth, we increase word of mouth, and we are able to grow the organization in a sustainable way instead of trying to rely on trading revenue, which is something in the NFT kind of world, and something I think I mentioned in the challenges is, trading revenue is normally a revenue source for a lot of NFT projects and things like that. But with us, we want our members to be here for life. We want our members to be a part of this organization and not sell their membership. And so, if we want people to stay, then relying on trading volume for revenue doesn't really work out, right? And so we really feel like this is a much more aligned way where we can say, are we delivering value and are we accountable to our members every year? If so, then great, everyone's renewing and we continue to grow the community. If not, then that's on us and we've, failed, and, the people can leave the organization. I'm obviously super confident that we're going to have over 100% renewal and growth and things like that, especially because kind of what we're outlining here, and the team is really motivated to just deliver value and get back to kind of bringing the organizational values to the community. So basically, you don't have to worry about any of this till December 1st, but we just wanted to get ahead and kind of let you know what's going on. Current shrimp holders at that point, December 1st, will have 80% off of the renewal. We obviously want to support everyone who's been with us since day one and been a part of this organization and built this community into what it is. And so we really see this as a way of kind of saying, hey, you've been with us, and let's continue on this relationship and let's go bring more people into this organization that are the right fit. You can see there, jumbo members are actually going to have a lifetime membership. These are people that have bought more than 10 shrimp NFTs. They've shown their commitment to the organization. And then we're going to be moving to a cohort model where we're bringing in new almost classes. We're not sure if it's every month or every quarter right now, but basically people will be able to join the Shrimp Society anytime, but there's kind of going to be classes of how they come in. So awesome. So the fourth objective here is shrimp dev. So this is something that is going to be, I really think, a game changer for the Shrimp Society. We have hundreds of incredible developers in this community, and the kind of culture and things that devs might be a little bit different than founders, and the languages might be different, kind of what you're talking about in the day-to-day. So we are launching our own sub-community called Shrimp Dev, with the goal to bring together all the developers in our community to help those developers find opportunities in Shrimp Society companies, to help Shrimp Society companies find incredible engineers, and kind of similar format to our fellowship program a little bit. We're not doing an accelerator. Down the line, we're thinking about kind of professional development and workshops. We're going to ramp up to that. But now it's really just like the fellowship, bringing all these people that have a similar skill set together. And so Jackson, our CTO, is going to be leading that. He's an incredible community builder. So I'm kind of excited to see him thrive in that. So if you are a developer, if you're a software engineer, if you're a UI UX designer, kind of any of those technical software skills, please scan this QR code so you can go to the application. It is going to be an application based. We want to make sure that the people in Shrimp Dev are devs and are building stuff, not, like me, I don't know anything about code. So I definitely don't belong there. We're going to have a whole separate Discord channel on those things. So please, if you're a dev, check that out, and excited for that. And last, but certainly not least, this is where the fireworks come out at the end of the year. We are hosting Shrimppalooza. Let's spell it Shrimppalooza. Yeah, Shrimppalooza conference. It's fun to say. I think everybody after the call just say it. It's just get it out. It feels great. Our Shrimppalooza is something it's actually on the NFTs. Some of the NFTs have the Shrimppalooza merch already, just which shows you how the team was always thinking about a way that we can bring our community together. And what makes our community really special is that we have incredible builders, technical talent. We just talked about shrimp dev. We have investors, we have operators, we have artists, we have muralists, we have all these creative people in kind of different lanes, all coming together. And that's pretty amazing. And so we want to convene our community for that Shrimppalooza experience. That's going to be a mix of all those things. And we're kind of capping it off with our fellowship demo day. So all the founders that go through the fellowship, that 10-week program, it's going to be capped off with the demo day with a curated group of early stage investors that are looking to invest in those companies, as well as our, all of our Shrimp Society members. And we're also probably going to have, tickets and things like that, and really blow it out of the water during Art Basel. So if you were not convinced to come to Art Basel this year, now you have a reason. It's going to be really exciting. So great way to kind of end the year on our 1-year anniversary, looking ahead to December. And obviously there'll be a ton more information. I would say here, if you are involved in event planning, if you're involved in any of that good stuff that goes on with kind of hosting a bigger event, please reach out to help, to volunteer, we'd love to pick your brain. We're trying to do something bigger than what we've done previously and need all the help we can get. So with that, you all have one next step. All you got to do is one thing. You need to register for the community. So if you scan this QR code, it's going to take you to our new member portal, community registration. So this information that you're putting in there, the stuff that's meant to be public for the community, will be in our community directory so that we can help serve you better and know if you're a dev, if you're a builder, if you're an investor, what area you live in, so we can look to have events there. Also from a talent perspective, people, can say, oh my gosh, I had no idea that, this person had this skill set. I've been looking for that for 2 years. I'm going to reach out to them and start a business together. So this is all kind of flowing into our member portal, and the strength of this organization is the strength of its members. And so that's everyone here. And so please, if there's one thing, please do that. And then we're going to share all the fellowship, the Shrimp Dev, all the other QR codes and things like that for you to get more involved. But this is definitely step one here. So thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming to the State of the Shrimp. I think we got 15 minutes or so for some Q&A. Garrett, if you want to, I have not seen the chat at all, but let me know if there's questions, or I'll let you, kind of let me know.
So we actually had Silvio, I think it was, came on and asked when the next shrimp meetup would be. And so the answer to that would be this Friday at Pure Roast.
Exactly.
Yeah, so make sure to go out to Pure Roast in Brickell. Unfortunately, being in North Carolina, I will not make it, but I have been there, and the coffee, Alex, you're a master.
Awesome.
You wrote no, Pure Roast. Yeah, so that's gonna be our new spot for new old spot, I guess, for weekly co-working on Friday, and then we'll have a happy hour there afterwards.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. And yeah, so the co-working there, I saw that at the time. We're going to be there pretty much all day as like an open co-working, and we normally kind of reserve a table. So you'll see a little shrimp sign on the table, just come hang out. And then, if you got to take a call, you got to leave, you come for an hour, have a coffee, come all day and work. It's really kind of an open format. And then from there, we're going to have a small little happy hour for shrimp members, and then send everybody off on the weekend. So looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to people. I've kind of been traveling a bit this summer and been out of Miami, so excited to see a lot of familiar faces.
And a quick reminder to claim Shrimp Society at the register when you check out.
Yep.
With a discount.
Yep. 20% off your order, thanks to Alex and the Pure Roast crew. So you definitely get some awesome looks from people in line when you say Shrimp Society secret code word, and everyone wants to know what that is. So it's a good time if you haven't done it before. Everyone is like, what is that?
The barista love
it. Yeah, good stuff. Other questions? If there's not any other questions in the chat, feel free to just ask them. I think all right. Is there anything else in the chat, Garrett? Or
hey, Chris, from the fellowship perspective, how big of a cohort group are you guys looking at?
I'm hoping for, I think, I think kind of on the low end, I'd really like to graduate 30 companies through the entire program, like graduate start to finish. We have about, right around 100 founders in the, kind of in the fellowship now. I think now that we've opened up applications a bit more, I think that will probably swell to like 120. And then let's see, I think 50, something like that. I don't know. It's our first time, but I just hope that the most amount of people are gonna come and do it. We're doing it in a very I guess structured way, in terms of we're going to deliver value, right? We're going to bring in these mentors, like we're bringing in an absolute sales professional, an absolute operations professional. It's not people that have done it. I guess it's people that have done it in the startup context, right? In the early stage startup context. So the information is extremely valuable versus, let's say, the VP of sales for Google probably it has a very different perspective of sales than the VP of sales that took, the organization from $0 to $1 million. So we're bringing in people that have that relevant startup experience, and that programming is every week. So every week we're delivering that kind of tangible value to you across 3 main themes, to get you ready for demo day, to get you ready speaking with investors, and ultimately the kind of deliverable that you're going to take home with you is a deck that really pulls together your entire Accelerator experience and all the learnings that you've made. We're also going to be challenging everyone to set pretty ambitious goals and hold you accountable to them in the early stages. Just something as simple as accountability to the founder is hard. And so we're going to be providing that, as well as all the kind of social support and community support as well.
Great, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. Other questions? You can always reach out to us as well on Discord, now that we're all in on Discord. So hit the general chat if you have other questions on this. We're going to be posting it tomorrow, as well as kind of like a written blog post explaining some of these things as well. So please be sure to share that out on social media and things like that. But yeah, other questions here? I guess not. Well, perfect. Good stuff. I guess I covered it all. Hopefully I didn't talk too fast, but thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for continuing to support the Shrimp Society. This really is something that, we feel like we are only scratching the surface of the value that we can deliver to the organization and kind of to what we can do in this whole space. And now we're kind of having some of the pieces of the puzzle start to fit together. And so super excited to have you here. We're continuing to be an open book. We're building in public. Let us know what you think of this stuff. Just, ask some people to sit on it. We're open to feedback. Hit us in Discord, DM us, and we'll see you in the Discord. Thank you so much. Is that Ernesto? You got it?
Yeah, Chris, Brandon, I saw Brandon had a question about Slack.
Oh, yes.
I probably will be sunsetting closer to the end of August.
Yep.
We'll be making that announcement tomorrow.
Yep. We're bringing it all into Discord. We're all gonna figure it out in Discord. We're gonna have a workshop to figure out your notifications, and we're all gonna make it in Discord. It's an awesome tool. Actually, on that note, I would really encourage people to. We made this decision as a team where we're putting our first name in our Discord handle. Pretty easy to change. Just go to your settings there, and you can change it to Chris Jumbo Shrimp. And I think, I've seen other Discords that do that, and I think it's a really nice touch. I really think it's nice. We're a community that meets face to face and wants to interact with each other. And I would encourage people to do that and really start to build relationships through there, instead of just kind of a random name, but no requirement on that. Awesome, everybody. Well, thank you so much for coming. This has been a blast. We're going to share all of this, and please support us out there on social media. And as we take on H2, it's going to be a big second half here. So appreciate you all, and we'll see you in the Discord.